hard, but I think you can get it. And if you can't, we'll take a break. A new speaker because the other one wasn't. Sorry, I'm like walking right in. Sorry, Rio. A new speaker because the other one wasn't loud enough, even right under the thing. It was making it sound like I was out here talking. That
was very dramatic.
He's like, well, the tension in the air is a little confusing. Yeah, the baby, not my baby, Heather's baby learned how to lunge today at a walk. Learned how to change directions on the circle today. We didn't actually. Did we do it on the circle? We might have actually, yeah, no, we did it on the circle even. And it was good enough that I was like, that's a good place to end. Good. Don't hind yield him where he's acting like that. So, like, because he's anticipating it. Like, right now he takes a few extra fast steps. Don't hind yield him there. You can hind yield him anywhere else, but not right there. Good. And that is a nice look on his face. I like that one way better. Yeah. Definitely where he's anticipating it with an attitude, you definitely don't want to let him. But she learned how to push the ball yesterday. That was yesterday. She learned the over. She's learned to go sideways by direction. She learned to come over sideways. She learned, I think she did the figure 8 even. Yeah, she's a smart little cookie. Well, and I just said to Heather at one point, because, it's a longer video, and I said to Heather, I said, see, now if that's not proof, this is their language, what proof do you need, right? Because she knows it as a 6-month-old. You're just telling her that you can communicate it. Yeah. Yeah. Right? It's pretty cool. And then today, yeah, and I did. I'm glad we got to do a bunch of different stuff because I could make those little 2-minute videos to encourage. And it got some activity on the one page because somebody wanted to know, like, when can they start doing this? They have a 4-month-old, like, when can they start doing certain. So it started a conversation, which was what I want. Like, I want people to just get engaged and let's have a conversation. I don't have to be the one that answers your questions, but, we all can be a part of it. And then, like I said, today she learned to turn on the rail. So she learned, prepared for the change of direction. She learned to lunge both directions at a walk. We're not going to do more than a walk because of her joints. And she learned how to change on the circle. We did one turn on the circle.
Now, when will you move off from a walk?
Oh, probably not till she's like a year old. Yeah. And even then, it'll be like if she were erratic about it, we wouldn't continue. Because her knees and stuff, they don't start to, they separate. So if you got him going like fast on a circle, that's why Bentley, his knees came apart because he's a stall walker. His knees came apart when he was 8 months old. And that's just from that, just from doing these fast turns around in his stall. And I've been too hot to play with Dewey. Like, I mean, it was hot this morning with her too, but it's like if I could just schedule my own lessons in, it would be great.
This week we had to get caught up on the grass. I did nickel string mower all around the pasture, inside, outside this time. I told you I usually, rotate outside 1 week, inside the next.
Uh-huh.
So I didn't get to the next, if you know what I mean.
Right.
So I did both.
It looks great.
Oh, it was so thick in places, like in the back around like the septic clean out
Yeah,
and
oh
stuff.
yeah.
Oh my gosh, it was so thick back
Yeah.
there.
It's funny, it's not even good, like, yummy grass for them. They don't
No.
like it.
And I had to get the rake. You know what I mean? Even with the string mower, I had to get the rake all of, rake some of it out because it was just so thick.
Right.
I didn't know what did I cut, what still needed to be cut. It was a mess.
I've been working on my fence with the hedge trimmer.
I saw you doing that the other night.
Yeah, because it's the only way I can really get the mare tail without constantly replacing string in the string mower.
You just have so much.
Yeah, so I'm all the way to the back of the barn. You know, I started around the barn is done. The outside of their fence is done all the way from, from the barn all the way out and around. And now I've done completely Ritz's paddock and then half of the arena. So now I have Teddy's area is bad that needs to be done. And if it's cool enough tonight, I'll get that done tonight.
It's still hot though to me during the day.
Oh yeah, no, I did it last night.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's February. I can't come out here, and when it's like the sun is beating down, I just can't.
No heat stroke for weed whacking. Come on.
Right. I got home yesterday at 2:30. When we pulled in here, the temperature, the temperature said 93. It's all sunny. I'm
Yeah.
just going out there and doing everything. I wanted to clean the back room.
Oh yeah, you've got all these grand plans, and then the heat. You're just like for me, to me, I won't get sick or do something stupid to just my health condition. Like if I'm gonna end up getting like overheated for the sake of weed whacking, no, it can wait.
It can wait another week. That's how I feel.
Okay, so this puzzle here is you're gonna back him between this block and that block.
Okay.
And he's
this
gonna.
way.
All
right.
He's gonna go sideways over that block. Then he's going to do his figure 8.
Okay.
Okay. Then, we'll just do that one.
All right.
We'll just do that one. I have a even tougher one.
Okay.
But I even told Ashlyn. Ashlyn successfully did this one, but I told Ashlyn the other one that I wanted her to do was even hard if you're on a good day. Oh boy. Good. And that was a nice release of your energy, because in the past you would have still been focusing on what his butt needs to do and drove him forward.
Well, even when I've been working with him a little bit in the paddock over there, I'm trying to take a pause.
Yeah, and he needs that. Him of all horses needs that a lot. I just want to make sure this isn't a cut. It's not just.
I think it is a little cut.
It's not so much that it's a. It might have been a cut that now it's kind of got crud on it.
Okay.
I would.
Clean it off.
Yeah, and I would clean it off with like not a super abrasive sponge, but maybe like a sponge before it's fully absorbed the water.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Just so you can get get a little bit of a scrub on it without really hurting him, to get all that crud off of there, and then put some stuff on it.
I'll put that
Yeah, for sure, because that'll keep the flies off of it. But otherwise, I don't know what he's got going on there. His sheath or something.
Oh yeah, that's from the sheep. The other soft.
So get as loud as necessary, be as quiet as possible. Now you've done it 3 different ways. Stick with one. Yep, so mean it a little bit sooner so he doesn't just stand there ignoring you. So plan to come in there and there you go. Sometimes it's just the body language of I'm going to smack you in the chest if you don't back up is all that's necessary. There you go. Front feet need to be very close to that. The back one. His front. He's going to go towards the house. Yep. And make sure your body language looks like you're coming in for a really big shot, you know, so that way when you do hit him, he'll make that connection that that's what that means, and then your body language will be all that you need. I was gonna say he doesn't care as much as the conversation allows. Yep. Yep. Hind end. Get him to catch his hind end up. Don't worry about his front end. There. Good. Good. Yeah, so what happens with when you get loud in a extra sentence not necessary is when you worry about his front end, you pull him back after you tell him. So you sent him over the block and his front end went ahead.
Yes.
And instead of just catching his hind end up, you pulled his front end back.
Yes.
And
I
that
thinking that it'll swing
right, but it doesn't.
Okay.
So if anything, you pull him forward when you do that. So then he ends up in trouble for doing what you said.
Yeah. Okay. He's interpreting that as a pull.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
And I think you did it last week also, and I think I didn't know how to really describe what was happening, but that's exactly like
okay.
you're telling him to go this way, and then you panic that he's leading with the front. So instead of just stopping the forward,
rather than the back.
right, and plan to just stop the forward. So make it a wiggle to stop any more forward, so he doesn't go that forward. So it would be more of a wiggle, but certainly not a pull. If you pull him back that way, then he has no choice but to go forward.
And now he has to figure eight.
He has to figure eight, so that you have to send him. He has to back up a little bit now. Good. Yes. Yes. Good. Yes. Good. No, that's it. That's it. The other option would be, if you wanted to, well, I'm going to have you do that. I'm going to have you challenge yourself, because this will be a challenge, because it's hard to get him to even clear these blocks, right? So you're going to back him, and he's going to over that. He's going to go out and around. He's going to go out and around.
And then how about if I stop him here, like he is, and then slide past him over that one?
What are you doing? Oh, he's never bit me yet. Shoot, I had it when I was standing over there. No, my vision, I lost my vision when I got to that angle of it. Okay. Came back to me, but maybe I should stay at this angle. Back him in, over this, out and around this one. He's going to go out and around that one, just normal figure eight, but instead of sending him back to this one, we're going to send him to the barn, and he has to go all the way out and around this one, stop and slide past this one. So it's going to be hard, because you have to convince him. And Ashlyn had a fabulous lesson today. She was like triumphant from her loud in the begining to perfectly explaining what he wanted, and he responded exactly to the energy she offered. So he needs to believe that you are sending him not even just to the barn, but to the corner of your new paddock.
Okay.
Because if you send him to the barn, there's a chance he's going to come to this piece here. So you want to, I wouldn't send him to the ball, because then it would confuse him with the edge of your new paddock, or your new, paddock and the ball. He's somewhere in that area. He has to believe, and it was cool, because we had the situation happen with Ashlyn. She was looking down, and you don't really do that, because I was watching for it today. She was looking down, yet she was supposed to be sending him over there. So she was looking at the cone, and he went right to the cone. And I said, see, where your focus is where he went. So the next time, I said, look at the dumpster. Send him to the dumpster. He goes, okay. Like, it was 100%. He looked at the dumpster and went towards the dumpster. So your focus so matters, and I don't know how to instill that, because, it seems like I'm just saying it for the sake of direction, but I really mean, make him think you want him to go to that post.
Okay. So he's going to back, side, around, to here, then through there, around to that side over. Okay.
Oh, it's not going to be easy.
You got this.
Oh, yeah, he's got this.
Let's give this a go. What do you say, bud?
I'm trying to remember what the one I originally set up for Ashlyn was. We didn't get to it, but when her energy changed dramatically, I was like, that's a good place to end, because we only had 9 more minutes or whatever anyway. Good, good. And your energy's great right now. Like, you normally spaz if it starts to go wrong, so you're doing great. Yep, mean it. He's making me want to, like, knock that look off his face. Rio, stop.
Stop.
Good. Now go pet him for changing his look. Good. Yeah. He started that last week. That snotty, flipping his head stuff. That was the first time I really saw him do it last week. Consistently like that anyway. Yes. Don't pull him. Don't pull him. Stop the forward. Stop the... It's okay. It's okay.
Okay, so that time I tried too hard. Stop. You have to pay attention when I tell you to stop. There we go. How's that? Is that right?
As long as it's centered between the two, it's good. So when he makes that really nasty face at you, I'm almost afraid to have you do it, only in case he decided to retaliate. But I want to knock that attitude away, because it's bad. Yeah, I don't like this. He needs to change that. Back. 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 Well, you're making faces that aren't nice. So if you're going to think about charging, I'm going to let you know I can do it too. Back. Good. Good. Come here, let me tell you something. That's all. Okay? Back. Oh, but notice the ears. We have a total different horse, because I said, you want to think about charging? Because that's what he was doing. He was threatening me. I'll come at you if you keep doing that to me, right? So instead, that's why I didn't want you to do it, because if your energy wasn't right, then you might have actually invited that.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you saw how his eyes, he was like,
Yeah.
right? And his ears stayed forward, stayed asking me a question. Then what would you like me to do? I don't want you to do that to me again. Okay? But let's see if we got rid of it. So when he put his ears back, I gave him a more strong stare, like, and then that's when his ears came forward, right? Because you're the power.
Little movement, and his ears went, okay.
The power of your intention and your focus is incredible. If I could just, I wish I could, like, bottle it and spray it on people, because it really makes all the difference in the world.
I can see that.
All right. He may still do it with you. Hopefully, you're a good boy. Hopefully that fixed it for both of us. If not, if he starts doing that,
Try the stare.
Try the stare. And if that doesn't change it, I'm probably going to want to turn him loose and have us do it, so I can make sure that your energy's right, so you're not going to get yourself into trouble.
Okay.
Because he does absolutely threaten, like, because he doesn't pop up on his toes, but he pops up his chest to say, I'll come at you. You know, you ever, like, see two people wanting to get into a fight and they're like, yeah, come on, man, right? That's what he's doing to you. So I don't want him to keep doing that, and then if your energy's just not right coming at him, it could make him decide, yeah. Oh boy. He thought about it. No attitudes allowed in school. Sorry, bud. That's the old you. There you go. Good. And then you can start asking for more steps, you know, once you get his attitude fixed, because, I mean, that was way better. I just didn't really like he was consistently acting that way. Good. Good, and he's even listening to your don't go forward better, too. Good boy. Good boy. Much better. He still had the I don't like this look on his face, but he certainly didn't have the challenging you look. Good boy. Good boy. There you go. See the difference in how he went where you focused for him to go? Yep. It's okay. It's okay. Yep. So this, your energy go on his shoulder as he comes through here to make sure he understands where you're sending him. You're sending him way out. Just send him to the ball. That's okay. Because your energy is on his rib cage. You want your energy at his shoulder. Put your energy at his shoulder. Yep. There you go. Good. Good. It's okay, Rio. You got this, bud. Yeah, right there is a catch-22 because he did offer a nice face after that kind of high-headed, arched neck behavior. Got a little bit of an attitude problem lately. At least the last 2 sessions, I noticed it. Good. All right. Let me take him for this too. Sorry, I just don't want to be stupid. Oh, oh. Good job. The attitude is so not necessary. I know. Now you're thinking about being nippy, but the attitude is not necessary. Any place you want reward, huh? Nothing's good? Okay, cool. Fine. Listen to me. This horse needs as quiet as you could possibly be. Even though he seems dull, he's so easily offended. So,
I've been trying.
no, and your energy's been great today. And this might be residual
Okay.
towards you because your energy isn't always. When it goes wrong, your energy gets way bigger, and he's already a ball of anxiety, even though he doesn't look like it.
Yep.
So then when he feels like he's just being punished for what he thought he was, you know what I mean? Then I think he gets really upset. He might bottle it up, but it comes out in these little moments.
Okay.
But I don't know if you saw, like, I literally just said, please go that way. And he's like, okay. Right? So my energy is just that quiet, like, the only time I had to get loud was actually to just tell him about his front feet. But, ironically, when my focus got really off his tail, I saw that. Then he's like,
He stopped the front
right,
back move.
right. So when I changed where, because I thought I was needing to focus on the don't go forward, but actually it was focusing, not putting energy on it, focusing on his tail. Okay, so just I want to kind of almost like take the only energy I want you to have, I guess, is if he gives you that, I want you to kind of give him that, are you kidding me? Like,
Okay.
like if your little kid, because my son, when he was about 18 months old, I put him in the timeout chair, and he stood back up at me like this. And he didn't do it again until he was 18 years old. But he did. He got up in my face another time. And the way you would respond to that, if that was your child, like, are you kidding me? Like, you just thought you should do that?
Yeah.
So that's the look
Okay.
you want to, like, find in yourself without actually physically doing anything to him.
Okay.
If then it did require a retaliation or did require a correction, I would really want it to be where you think no matter how much it took, you would be able to get him to back out of your space.
Okay.
I want him to be afraid to think he can act on that attitude.
Okay.
Okay?
Gotcha. I understand that.
Just like your own child, you know, if your own child stood up to you like that, you'd be like, are you kidding me? Like, that was a pretty stupid idea. Okay, you're going to get him in trouble with that block. His hind legs were around that block. So be aware of where his feet are so you don't get him into trouble. All the way to the ball. That's okay. That's good. No, that's perfect. And it's okay that, I mean, I know that's, well, what I meant by that was it was perfect that he read your energy exactly what you said to do. Exactly what you said to do. Right? You told, but no, it was perfect because he was like, wait, that way?
Yeah.
He asked you.
Yeah.
And then when I told you it's okay, because you were going to change, you were going to try to make it better, and I told you it was okay, so you continued to send him, and that's why he got tangled up.
Well, I didn't want him to get.
No, I get, no, I know. It was my fault because I said, no, that's great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Should he be back a tad bit?
Yes. So make sure that it's good. And then it's over. You know, when you have to get loud like that, it's over the minute they respond properly. You know, you don't act mad at them. Yes. Good boy. Yes. Oh, I love that. Oh, you're right, buddy. That was a ask. It wasn't a mercy thing. Didn't he do mercy in the beginning? When I first started working with him, didn't he offer? There you go. Tail. Look at his tail. Kind of.
He did it.
So I even want.
And he's looking and chewing.
I even want. You were oscillating from tail to eye.
Okay.
I even want it to be like that, like almost like you're hoping his face is here. Okay,
Yeah,
so don't.
Feel the burning, like.
Right.
And my thought was.
Right. So I want you to be a little more out.
Right.
Okay, because you did kind of like stare down him.
Okay.
I want you to be a little bit more out, so he has no choice but to figure out exactly what.
I could feel it.
And so can he, right? We don't have an attitude. He's not all high and ready to get in a fight with you, because that's what he was. He kept challenging to fight with you, and I didn't want it to get worse, because it was only gonna get worse.
Okay. No, that was good. I felt it that time.
And how much less you had to do.
Yes, because the minute I stopped the front, I let him go. Mm-hmm. And once he stopped, I was like, okay, now we have to focus back on that.
Now don't run him over this block again. Good boy. His hind leg, yeah, okay. Now you can turn him if you needed to, because his other hind leg is... No, I don't. You would have had to, because last time you accidentally ran him onto that block because his legs were tangled up in it. There you go. There you go. Good. Lazy. Don't get an attitude. Let him have the rope. That was kind of, you got your fingers a little hung up. Yes, yes. He's like really trying to work that out. No, that was kind of it wasn't mean. Now raise your hand out to your side, not to his butt, just so he sees that you have support if necessary. Just butt, just butt, just butt. There you go. Good.
Okay, I'm getting it.
Yeah.
I am.
So when I said so if he's just stalled like he was,
right? Yep.
or you were trying to get, his butt to move, and you were just kind of staring at it, and he stalled out on you. No, it's okay. What I want you to do is, I don't want you to automatically start doing this at him, okay? I want you to put it out here, kind of like I've always described it as, like, there's a gun on your side, and you're like, I got this if I need it. So you're going to put the support. You're the second person this weekend that said that. Your analogies are spot on. Yeah, exactly. Like when you have that, like the guy that comes into a poker game or something, and he wasn't supposed to be in there, and the guy at the door is like... So you want him to believe that when you put your hand out to the side, like literally it's out to the side, it's like, I've got this if I need it. I'm just showing it to you. Then you're going to do like on a 2 o'clock, I've got this if I need it. And then that's when you're going to start adding. But you're going to first show it to him, then add energy to it. So I want you to do 2 steps of quiet suggestion before you start actually adding energy.
When he calls, is he just being...
No. It's actually great, because that's him telling you, this is stressing me out. Help. Okay. Tyson does a mercy one. Tyson does it. I think he did it in the beginning when I first met him. I think I remember him mercy pawing in the beginning.
I think so. Yeah.
So the fact that came back, because his attitude's like it was in the beginning too. So he's kind of like maybe even experiencing some anxiety that he's trying to tell us about.
Okay.
Right. So he's maybe even asking, let's, don't make me upset more. I'm having a hard time, kind of thing.
Right.
So yeah, there's nothing mean about that at all.
It didn't look mean.
It was him trying to communicate how he's feeling.
Okay.
Then that's great, because how else do you know, right? Yeah, no, I thought that was good.
Should we try it again?
Yeah, we'll try it again. And your goal is not to perfect him. Your goal is to perfect your energy. Because your energy it's just like with Ashlyn. I don't know if I'm doing a good job today or what, because both of you went from too much to the right amount, and the horses are both going, well, why didn't you say so?
I think for me, because I've had such a stressful week, I don't want to inflict that on him.
So you're being hyper aware of yourself.
Hyper aware of my
Well,
emotions.
that's good.
Hyper aware.
Then I'll stress you out next time, right before it comes.
Text me all week with all kinds of crap.
I hate you. I don't want to come see you. And then when I get here, you're going to be like, this is just about my horse.
Remember that?
He's a good guy.
Yeah, I just don't want to inflict that on him. They're my happy place.
Yeah, he's you know, last week too, we worked with him, right? Or last time we worked with him anyway. He had this was showing last time too.
You like that.
I can't tell if it's the way he's standing, but his sheath looks,
He always looks swollen to me.
but like swollen up here. He always looks swollen up here?
Yes.
Okay.
All the time.
Ritz has a big sheath also,
Yeah,
so he always looks swollen.
Puffy there.
Yeah, okay. As long as that's normal.
And I would, like, the beginning of the summer, I thought maybe he was getting bit by those horrible, like, green-headed flies or something, but I don't think so.
No, and it's actually cold to the touch. It's
Yeah.
actually, there's
Yep.
a chill, so he's not feverish or anything. I just, you know, I'm like hyper scared of illness right now.
You can clear that?
No.
No?
No. Just ask him to take a step forward and then direct him. So, like, you can do it in the same flow. Yeah, there you go. Yes. Oh, what a better personality we got going on here. Good. I mean, he doesn't look happy about it, but he's not being a jerk. All the way to the ball. Good. Good. It's okay. He's gonna turd. It's okay. See, that reaction was he was prepared to be in trouble for that. And it's not that. I think he feels in trouble by your energy sometimes.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think you do. Yeah, I don't think you do anything to him. I think he feels in trouble by your energy. When you get no, no, which you're not doing today. You did it a little bit in the beginning, but you're not doing it now. That's the one thing I wanted to change about everybody. Is replacing the word back with or no, or good. Good. Now, just the hind end. Don't allow the front end to go anywhere. Yep. 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 He's just going to ask again, is this what you want? Yep. Yep. That's an ask. He's even looking like, what should I be looking at? Good. 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 I would have almost seen if you could turn down the don't go forward. Because it seemed like he was willing to kind of do it with a happy face, but the don't go forward upset him.
Okay. That was so much better.
Yeah, and I do think that you can turn that don't go forward down, for sure.
I definitely can.
All right, there we go. Yeah, his attitude right now is because he's prepared for it to get loud. Yes, there you go. Stop the forward. Oh, it's okay, it's okay. He got scared for some reason. So the don't go forward is going to be a look before it's a lot of rope energy. He responds well to the look. But you just got to remember to give him that look. Yeah, for sure. His figure eight's good. You don't have to drill that. Yes. 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 Allow him to have the drift. Yes. Back him up now. Don't get him going yet until you get him up there where it makes sense. There you go. Good. Good. Nice pause because he was wanting to have an attitude. So you're going to gently tell him what his front feet need to do, but you're going to lower your hand right after it seems like he got that answer. Okay. Now, only tail. Do the look first. Do the look first. Do the look first. There. right? And then he responded immediately to the look. Because he actually took a step back for his last crossover.
I caught it right about there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I could on that.
Yeah, I think so too. This turned out to be a good lesson.
Yeah, and I was prepared to let you have the day off if you needed to. I just want to move this so he doesn't accidentally have a train wreck at the very end.
This clears my head so much.
Good. Well, I know sometimes you get frustrated, and I always feel like I might worry about leaving you feeling more frustrated in a time when you didn't want to be frustrated.